Let's help. Do you have any question before we get started? Questions? No? Today's topic is about Surah An-Nas. Okay. So, Surah An-Nas, if you open the Quran, which surah is that? 114. Interesting. Okay. So we have the first surah in the Quran, Surah Al-Fatiha, all the way to Surah An-Nas. Surah An-Nas plus Surah Al-Falaq, we call them what in Arabic? Al-Mu'awwidhatayn. Al-Mu'awwidhatayn. المعوذتين يعني إذا مرفوع المعوذتان. أوكي؟ إذا مرفوع المعوذتان. شو يعني المعوذتان؟ يعني two surah, okay, are used to what? To seek protection. Now, if you look at the translation, okay, when we say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, I'm summarizing previous semester, so I'm gonna go. Yani I have 3 sessions from now till like 2 weeks from now, inshallah, to finish what we studied before in a very extensive way. So this is a quick recap. We say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. What does أعوذ mean? أعوذ. In your app, when when they say أعوذ, what does it mean? You seek what? Refuge? Okay. Yeah. To seek refuge by itself in Arabic is not enough. Because in Arabic I have أعوذ and I have what? ألوذ. They say, some, Arabic scholars, they say there is a difference. أعوذ means you seek a refuge plus what? Protection. So you do not just go to Allah and stay in a safe place. You ask for protection. That means God will defend you, help you, support you. And that's the difference between أعوذ and ألوذ. ألوذ is more like a shelter. Okay? So here you seek what? A protection. And this meaning is more what? A shelter. You seek a shelter. And now which one is better? To say ألوذ from the shaitan or أعوذ? أعوذ. That's why Quran said أعوذ. So أعوذ is a positive way, not negative way. Okay? So that's the first thing, it's clear. أعوذ, first thing we say before reading Quran, we have to put فإذا قرأت القرآن فاستعذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. So this is in Surah An-Nahl maybe? Surah the bees, maybe 28. Bees. 28, is that right? Can you double check that? فإذا قرأت القرآن فاستعذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. فإذا قرأت القرآن فاستعذ بالله. What does it mean? يعني when you read Quran, you seek refuge, you seek protection, you seek help. من وين هذا الhelp? From Allah. You get it from Allah. Okay? Is that clear? So whenever you want to read Quran, what you have to do? You have to recite that God, I am seeking refuge and protection from, no, from God. Yeah, but you are afraid of shaitan. And that's why there is a big question. We went into this before. When I read Quran in Salah, do I have أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم? يعني هلا نحن لما بنصلي, when the Imam is praying, does he say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم? Some scholars, they said no. You don't say it. Some scholars, I'm talking about Muslim, not just Shia. Some scholars, they said, yeah, but do not make it loud. Some of them, they said, at least say it after Allahu Akbar the first time. So some scholars in our school of thought, they say, Allahu Akbar, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. It is fine. Okay? But you cannot say, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, قل هو الله أحد, بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم, قل هو الله. In the middle of, second, after finishing Surah Al-Fatiha. So this is why they say that, because the Quran is saying, before you recite Quran, what do? Is it 28? 16? I'm sorry. Okay. Stocks problem. Okay. 16. فَإِذَا قَرَأْتَ الْقُرْآنَ فَاسْتَعِذْ. Do we have to? Also scholars, they said, yeah, here it's an order. Some said, no, it is recommended. And there is a nice here trick. Why the Quran said, فَإِذَا قَرَأْتَ? قَرَأْتَ is in the past. If it's present, it should be if you are reading. Why it said if you read? Literal translation. In Arabic, we always use not always. In Arabic, sometimes we use the past, but we are referring to present because it's important to be done and you have to do it. Example. هلا نحن in Arabic, you see a nice, let's say, car. Hey, how much is this car? $10,000. In Lebanese, they say, اشتريت. You did not even pay yet. But what does it mean? خلاص, I'm interested and the money is ready. Isn't it? Don't we say this? أو مثلا you give him something. Oh, حبيت هالشغلة. حبيت يعني خلاص وما عادش تحبها يعني مثلا. No, it means you are into it. Okay? When it comes to so many places, when it comes to Quran, إذا قمتم إلى الصلاة مثلا شو فاغسلوا, يعني when you are praying you make ghusl. No, so it is just using the past tense to refer to present because of its importance and implementation. So أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Quickly now, what does, if I want to translate أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, how they translate it in English? I seek, okay, refuge, which is our big deal here, okay? Okay, but then, are you reading it from your app? I need it from your app. I want to see different, you have it? Yeah? Yeah, but this is Surah An-Nas. I just, before we recite surah, we say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, isn't it? Yeah, but it doesn't. Anyone found it? Yeah, Surah An-Nahl. I seek refuge in the Lord of mankind. I seek refuge in the Lord of mankind. Okay. I seek refuge in the Lord of mankind. In the Lord. Yeah. I seek refuge in. That's what you were referring to? Okay. I thought you were talking about Surah An-Nas. In the Lord. Okay. Of mankind. Yeah. The God of mankind, of humankind. Okay, next. From the evil of the From the evil. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان. From what? Satan. And Rajim is what? I'm going to put it in Arabic. Rajim. Okay, quickly. I seek refuge, or we said what? Protection. In the Lord from Satan. Rajim means what? Cursed. One of the meaning of it. Cursed. Okay? Rajim means what? Cursed. In Arabic we use rajm. You turjum shakhs. مش هيك؟ ترجمه because it's far away. Okay? The curse is like stoning him with a, with this kind of bad dua. Okay? Bad consequences. Satan, what's Satan in Arabic? Satan in Arabic we call shaitan. What's shaitan? Shaitan, one of the meaning from shatana. Shatana means far. Why he is far? Because shaitan cannot get closer to those who are al-muttaqeen. Or when they are what? When are they reciting and remembering the words of God? Oh, this is very powerful statement that if you give me just a few seconds, okay, nanoseconds maybe, to explain it. Don't ever assume you are by yourself in this universe. And don't ever only depend on your power and capabilities. And do not underestimate the words of God and coming back to Him. Shaitan, no matter how good, no matter how strong it is, no matter how bad it is, the goodness of the word, the goodness from remembering God is stronger than shaitan. And why the Quran used the shaitan, not Iblis? Some scholars, they say because there is a difference between shaitan and Iblis. Not every shaitan is Iblis, they say, some scholars. They say shaitan is everything that is what? Far from you, you do not see. Okay? Iblis is this bad guy, bad being from jinn. Because we have jinn and ins, as we are going to explain in the surah. So a shaitan could be bacteria, according to them. Could be wrong idea. Could be bad friend. Could be from a human. Could be not from a human. But some scholars, they say, no. Here, because it says al-rajim, that means al-shaitan, it is very specific to Iblis and his people. Or, tribe, whatever you want to call it. Clear? Because it said al-rajim. And who is al-rajim usually? Shaitan, Iblis. Not any shaitan. Though in Surah An-Nas we are going to see min al-jinnati wan-nas. We are going to see it. So this is about a'udhu billahi minash shaitan rajim. Before you do anything, when you want to read Quran, you say a'udhu billahi minash shaitan rajim. What you are trying to do, you are saying, God, I'm weak. So many factors around me might ruin my spirituality. I might not focus. I might be occupied. I might be so engaged in things might ruin my life or worry me. I seek your protection. When you are in this state and you cannot come to Salah and tell me, I'm in Salah, daisy and not focused. No. Why? Because you set your intention. Now, I am where? In the garden of God. In the garden of God. God is protecting you. You feel the power. This is the power of getting closer to Allah. So this is A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitan Ar-Rajim. Now we move right away. Yes. 98? Okay. I don't know. Is it 98? The surah, no, the ayah, the verse. Okay, and they are giving you, it's 98? Man, I have to use my, okay. Yeah, I know it's Surah Al-Nahl. Surah Al-Nahl 98, thank you. Okay. Surah Al-Nahl, verse, the surah is 16, you mean? Okay. So, thank you for that. So, any question here? Questions? Can I erase it? Yes? No? Maybe? Okay. So now we move to the second one. After أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, every surah start with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. But before, alaykum assalam alaykum, before we start talking about this, why do we call them al-mu'awwidhatayn? Back to the story now. We know what's a'udhu, Sheikh? Seeking what? Protection. Why I call it al-mu'awwidhatayn or al-mu'awwidhatan, marfu'. Al-mu'awwidhatan, we call them because you use them to seek protection for yourself or for your kid or others. So that's why they say the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, this is, we'll discuss it maybe on Monday, if you want to have ruqya in Lebanese, ra'wi yani, Sheikh? Ra'wi. I don't know what's ra'wi in English. Ra'wi is you make dua for your kid, for your mom, for your friend, to protect him. This is, what do? You recite Surah Al-Mu'awwidhatan. We'll discuss this later on, inshallah, in Qul A'udhu bi Rabbin Nas. So whenever you feel, we have jinn, I'm not feeling good, in the middle of the night I had a nightmare, seek a protection. How? Those like are your shield, the protection. It's like antivirus, okay? Antivirus or VPN, way. Good? So we'll discuss this inshallah later on in more details. And this is among all Muslims. And even the Sunnah, they said, some group of Sunnah, they claim when the Prophet was affected by black magic, as they claim. Yeah, astaghfirullah. We have some Shia said that too. Okay, but they're not famous. The solution was what? Recite these two surah. Don't go to Sheikh who give him $500 or jinn. No, ya habibi. It's simple. If it is something metaphoric, come back to these two surah and do not let them what? Cheat you or trick you. Cheat on you or trick you. Clear? So now we go to the surah. Quickly, we have Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. This is, quickly, in the name of God. Don't say God. Do it, God is right. But say Allah. Get used to it because you're Arabic. Is there a difference between the word God and Allah? No. Allah is God. Even in English, it is God. In French, it's not God. It's a different thing. In German, different. The word God is Germanic. Okay? In Latin, it's not God. In Hebrew, is Eloh. Or whatever, they want to call it. Okay? Eloh, they have so many names. Why we say Allah? To make sure you are not referring to a God that some people created. Because in English, we have God, and we have what? This is any God. This is what we say Allah. Allah, the creator. Nothing looks like him. So that's why Allah did not say Bismillah. He said Bismillah because Allah, that word is only for the Almighty. You cannot name anyone else Allah. None. But you can say, he considered this ilah. He considered this aliha. But you cannot say, that's Allah. No. This is an object. Okay? Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, quickly. I said we went into details from, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Ar-Rahman is a mercy for every human being. Ar-Rahman, that means when it is raining, it rains whether in your land, whether you are kafir or mu'min. You have a body, it has kidneys, whether you are mu'min or kafir. All this is rahmah. Why? He is Ar-Rahman. Ar-Rahim is for special people, and they say especially Yawm al-Qiyamah. Yawm al-Qiyamah, as a mu'min, you will have mercy, the others they don't have. And that's why some people, they claim this. Sheikh, يعني هيدا, he did not know about Islam and he was ignorant. Nice guy. But never prayed, never fast, you know. But he's nice. He did not deny Islam, but no one told him. He was living in on an island. Good. Does he go to Jannah or not? We say, definitely Allah will never punish a person without what? A proof. Okay? So, you do not judge people because you are mu'min and you have this way. You tell me, yeah, but this is not fair. How come? How come? Both in Jannah, and I used to work harder than him. Khumus, zakah, wahjab, no makeup. Oh, I do not know, do this, do that. And he's enjoying his life, but he did not know about Islam and he was a nice guy. Well, quickly, and this is a good topic, we'll discuss it later on. But in your life as a mu'min, you get the blessings, he does not. You get special blessings. And Yawm al-Qiyamah, you get mercy, special mercy. He got generic one. You have money, you pay for a good medicine. You don't have money, you pay for generic. Jack? Same quality, but different. I mean, almost same result, but different quality. Generic. Clear? It is like you tell me, hey, how I'm going to go to that location? You tell me, you go, nowadays we have GPS, but let's say it's not working. Okay? So you go left, then you make a right, that's it. I'm confused. This is a general mercy. A specific mercy would be what? Hey, just follow me. Or yeah, you know, some people say, hey, jump in. Let me give you a ride. And he takes him to that specific location. This is a special mercy, special attention. Different privileges, isn't it? So now this is Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. It's always mustahab to start anything with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Any place. When I had that question, Sheikh, even if I go to the restroom, I say Bismillah. Yeah, say Bismillah Rahman. Even if I am starting my food, it is mustahab to start your food with Bismillah and you finish it up with Alhamdulillah. What about if I'm reading biology or a newspaper or surfing the internet or checking my Instagram? I'm not making advertisement. Or TikTok or YouTube or Facebook. I don't want to make, Here, start Bismillah. Why? To assure that you are what? You are doing this for the sake of Allah, in His name, seeking hasanat. That's why when you want to get out of that application to something haram, Ya Ammi, I said Bismillah. Come on, guys, what's happening? I just say in the name of God. This is not in the name of God. So you're always connected to God. So when you fail, rather than using F word, you're going to refer right away to, oh Allah, help me. Clear? So this is Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I'm sorry I did not plan to have that much details. Now we start قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ. Now we have we start Surah An-Nas. The first one is قُلْ أَعُوذُ. قُلْ means what? Say. And in Arabic, what do we call it? I don't know how to write it, but let's say Qul, okay? Qul. What does in Arabic say? Qul. Qul. What does it mean? Say. So the first question right away, and this is just a quick summary from previous sessions, why the Quran is telling the Prophet, say? He's going to tell us, isn't it? One reason. You know what I'm talking about? You understand the question? Quran start, قُلْ أَعُوذُ, say, what? ذو. يعني seek protection. Seek protection. It's one word, أعوذ. Okay? Nice. Seek protection means أعوذ. It's like they got a translator and he's talking Chinese for like 1 minute. Then he said, hey, what did he talk about? He said, hi. He said, all this hi. So in Arabic, أعوذ means I seek protection. Okay, now back to this story. We have a word in Arabic for your information. أنلزمكموها. One word. أنلزمكموها. Should we force you to do it? One word. Anyway, and I'm telling you, Arabic is easy. Don't be frustrated. Say. So how come the surah did not start right away? أعوذ بالله. No. Why it says say in the beginning? For several reasons. Wallahu al-alim. The first one, that means the Quran is not written by the Prophet. The Prophet is not, the Prophet is not the author of the Quran. Because if you are the author, you are not going to say, oh, Ibrahim say. Does that make sense? I would just straight away say, A'udhu. Someone is ordering me to say. He's saying what? Say. And this is Allah in the Quran. وَيَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الْأَهِلَّةِ قُلْ هِيَ مَوَاقِيتٌ لِلنَّاسِ. They ask you about this. Tell them. شو يعني tell them? يعني there is someone, third party is ordering me. There is a third party telling me, say, أعوذ برب الناس. And this is a strong point that the author of the Quran is what? The author is not what? The Prophet, isn't it? Is that right? Second opinion, they say, it is very powerful statement. Why? Don't we say manage by example? Manage by you want your people to show up at 6 a.m.? Faddal, show up at 6 a.m. If you are a manager, you are showing up at 6 a.m., indirectly you're forcing the team to show at 6 a.m. So if Allah is telling the Prophet, ordering him or recommending to him to say this surah, better us, what should we do? Better say it. If your leader was requested to say it, then you better say it. That means it's very important. But if I just deliver it to you, you might say it's not important. No, it is important. Even the Prophet, what does he do? He's saying it. Is that clear? This is one of the two meanings of this. And we have more other meanings. Any question here? Okay, and that's why when they say it's a seizure is that detailed, and when it was the Quran delivered. Anyway, قُلْ أَعُوذُ, we already discussed what's أعوذ, means seeking, not just refuge. A protection that can cure you, help you, support you, protect you. It's not just any refuge. It's not a shelter. أعوذ does not mean go to a shelter. Like when there is a tornado, you escape to a shelter. No. It is what? A real, interactive, protection. Clear? قُلْ أَعُوذُ. Now I'm going to seek refuge and to protection from God, in God, from what? Out of what? Because of what? What does this ayah say? قُلْ أَعُوذُ. قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الناس. Okay. Now we start talking. قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ. Who's that being I am seeking protection in? Who's that? Allah did not say God right away. What did he say? Rabb. What does Rabb mean? So now I can delete this. Rabb does not, what does Lord mean? And this is a good question for you. When I say Lord in English, if someone can give me a definition of Lord, because it's becoming very generic. Oh, Lord, what's a Lord? What is the definition of Lord? Lord of the Rings. Has nothing to do with that, okay? Huh? So we have Lord, Master, they are interchangeable? Or where there is a difference? Yes?
Someone or something having power, authority, or influence, a master or ruler.
So he has to have power. Lord of the Rings. You remember? I gave you a very good hint. Okay. That's good. So, is Rabb means Lord? No. Nope. Because English is limited, you know that. English is not for literature. English is for science. X, Y, Z, you know, quadratic equations, E equal mc squared, it fits. But when it comes to real literature, you go to Arabic language, French language maybe, but not English. English is very bad language when it comes to real, profound, beautiful literature. Regardless now, this is my, assumption. Okay. Rabb, what does Rabb mean? Rabb has nothing to do with rap music, okay? Don't mix it up. We're not talking about here music. Rap. Rabb. I don't know how to write it. Let's make it, Rabb. Okay. Good? What does Rabb mean? This is Allah, we say it. In Arabic, هلا ما بنقول هيدا ولد أهله ما ربوه. شو يعني ما ربوه؟ Huh? Did not raise him? Right. Did not raise him? Right. Sheikh? ها بلا تربية. Sheikh? أو كمان عندنا مربى. مش عندنا مربى. What's مربى? الجام. وعندنا كمان in kitchen we have رب الرمان. رب الرمان. Sheikh? What's رب الرمان? Anybody knows what's رب الرمان? It's like it's a thick syrup. It's like paste almost. Yes. Okay. So شو هون الرب يعني؟ شو العلاقة بين هيدا الرب والرب وربما؟ There is a relation. Rab, when I use the word Rab, it has so many meanings. Quickly, one of the meaning is the person who is taking care of something state by state. He is overlooking, he is looking after something to make sure it is properly accomplished. And that's why we use it for raising our kids. بنقول هيدا مربى يعني في تربية. Clear? Is that clear? It's a very beautiful word. So هيدي رب. من هون نحن بنقول مثلا رب البيت. شو يعني رب البيت؟ شو يعني رب البيت؟ مش معناتها بيجيب مصاري وخلاص يعني رب البيت هو الزوج. Why we call him رب البيت? Not because he deliver money, It's not your house is not a mall, okay? Or a plaza. A house has to have someone who is in charge to make sure he is putting his efforts to make it properly fixed and properly growing and flourishing. That's why he is Rabbul Bayt. Rabbul Safina. That means if there is something wrong, which we call it nowadays pilot. Pilot هو القبطان, هو رب السفينة. What's the job of the pilot? Only just to drive? Well, if there is something wrong, what he's going to do? Report it, tell, hey, put your seat belt, isn't it? Oh. So when I say Rabb al-Nas, that means he's not just a Lord, strong. No. He is in charge of what? Making sure your life is properly growing, improving, and just name it. He is taking care of you. He did not just create the universe and he is aside. Allah is everywhere, anywhere. No, he is Rabbun Nas. And that's why he did not use قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ. No. He started with Rabbun Nas. So when you are feeling shaitan is ruining your life, shaitan could be whims, wrong desire, wrong thoughts, haram thoughts. You feel you are weak, you feel you are lonely. Remember that you are not left by yourself. We have Allah who is Rabb al-Nas. That means He's taking care of you. Like your parents taking care of you to raise you properly, He's taking care of your body, taking care of your providence, taking care of your education, taking care of your dreams, taking care of your hasanat, taking care of this life and the hereafter. You feel what? Strong. Second, if you're still not strong and you still feel weak and you don't have a strong immunity, right away after رب الناس شو في عنا؟ ملك الناس. شو يعني ملك الناس؟ If you are afraid of the shaitan and his whispering, and you are afraid of your weak, and you did not see me raising you and helping you and protecting you and fixing your problems, improving your life, remember, who owns you? Not the shaitan. Whom? Allah. Allah is Malik. Malik means the owner. And that's why one of the ayah we can remember, Inna lillah, we belong to Allah. And we go to Allah. Why are you worried? Why you are letting the shaitan, make you think that, no, you are lonely by yourself. He does not own you. I'm the owner. I'm your master. Oh. You tell me, still I'm afraid of the shaitan. The shaitan is everywhere, my phone, at school, at work. I say, okay, there is another one. You want to seek refuge in Allah from the shaitan? There is a third one. قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ. Then the stronger one is what? Malik al-Nas. And the strongest? Ilah al-Nas. Yani if you don't see that I own you, because sometimes we have limited vision, remember that God, the Almighty who created everything, is the one you are seeking protection in. See how powerful it is? See how gradually make you fit? أعوذ برب الناس, then Malik al-Nas, then what? Ilah al-Nas. Allah. You compare shaitan to Allah. You compare the strength of shaitan to Allah. Allah is everything. Yani you do not see me Rabb, you do not see me king, owner. I'm your God, not the shaitan. Then after that you ask, okay, I'm seeking refuge from this being who is what? In this being who is what? Who is Rabb al-Nas, Malik al-Nas, Ilah al-Nas. From what? من شر الوسواس الخناس. الوسواس هو الwhisper in Arabic. الحلي, when they hit each other like this, they have a sound. In Arabic we call it waswasa. Wassa, okay, wassa. Okay, you don't hear it. It's very hidden. Shaitan whisper you in a way you don't pay attention. It's just a virus get in. Okay, من شر الوسواس. يعني هيدا الوسواس في شر. يعني هل في وسواس في شر ونا? No, it does not mean here. It's telling us the waswas itself is what? Evil. الخناس فلا أقسم بالخنس الجوار الكنس. الخنس يلي هو بيختفي, disappear. الشيطان is not always nagging on you. الشيطان هيك انت ما شاء الله آدمي قاعد هيك مرتاح, فجأة why don't you listen to a song؟ يا حمي هالسونج حرام, يلا جرب مرة. وب. إذا بتقول له نو, الشيطان شو بيعمل؟ بيروح يخنس. يخنس is like, you can see a nice plant at a certain point disappear little by little. Okay? Shaitan does not insist on you 100%. It goes and comes. And maybe it comes with different idea. طب يا عمي, don't listen to this song. See who is the author. Check the album. Oh, بيعمل لك. Don't drink alcohol. Smell it. Yeah, taste it. Okay? Be around people. هذا الشيطان. يخنس, يعني he goes away and he comes in with different idea. And that's why it's not built in. Shaitan is not something built in. Though it come into our body and our thought, but it's not built in. Okay? It is an ideas, imaginations. من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس. This is صدور الناس. So why it says صدور? Some people said, because of the heart. ليش نحن thoughts بيجوا على الheart ولا على الbrain? Usually the brain. Why the heart? In Arabic, when we use the qalb, does not mean real qalb, you know. And when we give a love heart to someone, مش معناتها يعني we're talking about, you know, the beating heart, okay? It's metaphoric. Why we use it? Because the feeling affect the way the heart act. And more than that, a sadr, sometimes you tell me, I feel something pressing on my chest. So it's talking about the result. Some scholars say maybe it's not about the result. Maybe there is an area there. We do not know. But most likely it is what? The result of the feeling, where you feel it. Here. You are afraid. Where you see afraid? You feel your heart reaching this area when you are afraid, isn't it? Okay. So it's talking about the result of the waswas. الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. هذا الوسواس الخناس is not just Iblis, Satan. It could be from jinn or could be from ins. الجنة جمع جن يعني الجن. Jinn, we call them jinn because they disappear. And that's why we call it jinan, وجنين, وجنة, because it's hidden. Lots of trees, بتصير جنة. Janeen, because it's hidden inside. Jinnah, because I cannot see the jinn. Normally, I cannot see the jinn. Normally, I cannot see the jinn. Different creatures, different dimension. Some people, they see them, that's a different story. But typically, maybe they are around. Okay. Jinn, we have two kinds of jinn. We have good people, we have bad, we have believers, and we have non-believers. الإنس من الجنة والناس. الناس هي من الإنس. الإنس يلي هن مين؟ الإنسان. We call them ins because they are obvious to us. عشان هيك بنقول بستأنس. شو يعني؟ إني آنست نارا. آنست نارا معناتها I saw. It's clear. Okay? So this is the surah in general. The whole idea is, no matter how shaitan is always talking to you and whispering to you, remember to seek protection from the one who is your Rabb, and he is your owner, and he is your God. Therefore, no matter how strong that waswasa, that whispering, is nothing compared to the protection of Allah. And this is very powerful surah. This is in a very simple, explanation. We explained this into more details previously, but here we made it a summary. And here we stop. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. If you have any question, please let me know.